In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun beats down on the golden grasslands and the mighty lions roam, there lived a lion like no other. His name was Kinky, and his story is one of power, bravery, and survival. Meet Kinky, one of the bravest lions you'll ever hear about. His name sent shivers down the spines of his prey, and his legendary adventures echoed throughout the Sabi sands. This is a tale you won't want to miss. The Mapogo coalition was this fierce gang of 6 lion brothers: Makulu, Rasta, Pretty Boy, Dreadlocks, Kinky, and Mr. T. Can you believe they ruled a whopping 80% of the Sabi Sands Reserve? That's some serious territory. But beneath this veneer of unity, a storm was brewing. A cold war had been raging within the coalition, and the cracks in the facade were becoming increasingly apparent. Tensions rose and the uneasy alliance hung in the balance. At the center of this internal strife stood Kinky, whose loyalty to his younger brother Mr. T was unwavering. He became a key player in the struggle for supremacy, caught in a web of rivalry and deceit. The day the dam broke changed everything. Tensions boiled over into wild battles, with the lions fighting fiercely in the Sabi sands. And guess what? Mr. T, the youngest of the bunch, is dead set on claiming the title of leader, with Kinky backing him up every step of the way. It all started back in December 2007 when Mr. T snatched a lioness from boss Makulu. And that was just the kickoff. Ranger Ryan Johnston mentioned a wild showdown between Mr. T and Makulu in late 2008, with Makulu coming out on top. Poor Mr. T ended up with a hurt paw and a bruised ego. This clash was a clear sign that their alliance was falling apart. As the dust settled on the battlefield, it became evident that the mighty Mapogo coalition was on the verge of split. Around the end of 2008, for the first time ever recorded, the Sabi sands, the Mapogo coalition fractured. The once indomitable force split into 2, dividing their territory and their future. Kinky and Mr. T struck out on their own, claiming the Eastern Territory, while Makulu, Rasta, Dreadlocks, and Pretty Boy held the West. It was an unprecedented event that sent shockwaves through the ecosystem, leaving the future of the Mapogo name uncertain. Kinky and Mr. T faced some tough times ahead, but they didn't back down. With fierce determination, they roamed their territory, taking on challengers and proving their strength, even when the odds were stacked against them. Together, they took down plenty of lion coalitions. For 2 years, they reigned supreme, proving themselves to be worthy heirs to the Mapogo legacy. But their reign was not without its perils. In June 2010, a new threat emerged on the horizon, challenging their authority and threatening their very existence. The Majingilanes, a coalition of 5 formidable male lions, set their sights on Mapogo land, marking the beginning of a clash of titans. In an epic show of strength, Kinky and Mr. T took on all 5 Majingilanes and managed to take down one of the male Majingilanes, who later succumbed to his injuries. It looked like the Mapogos were about to win again, but fate had other plans. That very night, the Majingilanes returned, and for some unknown reasons, Kinky and Mr. T got separated. Just before the confrontation, Kinky alone chased the remaining 4 Majingilanes. Without hesitation, he charged, his fearless nature on full display. But the odds were stacked against him. In a cloud of dust on a dirt road, the tables turned. The Majingilanes surrounded Kinky, their combined strength overwhelming the lone warrior. What followed was a brutal and merciless attack. The Majingilane tore into Kinky, breaking his spine and leaving him mortally wounded. Hearing the chaos, Mr. T rushed to help his brother, but it was too late. Kinky spine was already broken. He fought back against one of the Majingilanes, Scar-Nose, but soon had to back off. Outnumbered, things looked grim. As the dust settled, Kinky lay broken and dying. The Majingilane, in a final act of dominance, began to consume their fallen foe. It took a few agonizing hours before Kinky drew his last breath, his once powerful body now torn and lifeless. With the death of Kinky, a new era began in the Sabi Sands. The Majingilane, emboldened by their victory, wasted no time in taking over the eastern sector previously ruled by Kinky and Mr. T. The Mapogos lost their undisputed hold on the savannah, marking the decline of the great Mapogo land. As the sun sets on the golden grasslands, the legend of Kinky, the brave, the loyal, the fierce, continues to echo. His story, a testament to the power, the tragedy, and the indomitable spirit of the African lion. Today marks the anniversary of Kinky passing. Let's celebrate his amazing legacy together.